Now, what does condemnation mean? Because if we think of condemnation, we think of, oh, that means we're going to be condemned to what? Condemned to punishment, condemned to hell, condemned to what? Actually, death. Death was the result of walking away from life. The life was found in relationship with God. When Adam walked away from that relationship with God, he lost his spiritual life. And therefore, it was death that was the issue. So also through one act of righteousness, the result was the justification of life to all mankind. So that all mankind ended up in lost identity. And because of what Jesus did, his act of righteousness meant that identity for all could now be discovered, because God now sees us completely justified, as if we'd never done anything wrong in the first place. For as though through one man's disobedience, the many were made sinners. Now, when it says many, it means all, because we know it's already said all because of the offense of one. But it uses the word many there. And some people say, well, that's only some. No, it's all, because it's the same many as the many of all mankind. So the many were made sinners. So in other words, losing their identity and walking in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in humanism, trying to make amends and earn their restored relationship with God, or just trying to get their identity from what they do in their own life. So also through the obedience of the one, Jesus, the many made me made righteous. And that means the all of mankind will be made righteous. No exceptions. All are made righteous, because all had lost their identity and now all were made righteous. That's God's perspective on us. But most people sadly don't know that yet. So it's our responsibility to enable them to know that by demonstrating and sharing the good news of what God has already done for them. Romans 5:20 says the law came in that the offense would increase, but where sin increased, grace abounded all the more. So no matter what man has done, no matter what that lost identity has caused man to do, no matter where that sin has increased, grace abounded all the more. The divine enabling power of God to overcome every obstacle and hindrance has abounded all the more. So that as sin reigned in death, so lost identity reigned in producing that death, so also grace would reign through the righteousness to eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. So you've got an amazing statement that basically says that the power of love, God's amazing grace, has overcome everything that is an objection, an obstacle, anything in the way of our being restored to relationship, of coming into that state of righteousness that he has made us. Everything has been overcome through what Jesus did on the cross.